Hi, this is John from e-nvestar.com. Welcome to this week's video analysis of EURUSD. Most of you caught last week's breakout, which we showed you before it happened, and many of you gave us feedback that you made 200 pips in 4 days. That's outstanding. Excellent, just excellent. Congratulations to you all, especially those of you who achieved the 1 to 10 invest reward ratio we suggested. This week, this is the daily chart, by the way. EURUSD is caught between a rock and a hard place. Usually when a range breaks, this range here, the target profit tends to be equal to the length of the range. So we had a range of about, let's say 250 pips. We should be looking to get 250 pips down. That's about 1.27 target, and we are nowhere close to that. So if we look at where the market is right now, which is the 1.2820, and realize that this is actually long-term support, on the weekly, you see it's marked in this orange color. Price broke it, became support, broke it, had a bit of trouble breaking it again, then it broke it again, became support for 2 weeks, and now price is back into it right now. All right, and even on the monthly, actually, you can see that on the monthly, previously support broken, then it had a bit of trouble breaking it here with this long week. Finally, it did break it and became support again with this hammer, and then shot right up, only to find support again for the past 2 months, and that's where we are this month. So basically, this would be a perfect place to take some profit, considering this really nice swing down. And also, if you look at this congestion that happened around this area previously, several days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10 days of price stalling, averaging around that price before giving us a nice up move. So traders all over the world are seeing this. So psychologically and quite understandably, this would be a nice place to take some profits. And you see Friday's move gave us a nice, well, it's not really a pin bar, but at least it has a long wick off of that area. And right now, price is hovering around that area. So should price decide to retrace, and it most likely will, it will look to retest the low of the broken range. This is the low of the range. You can see that price seemed to be finding support there. Then it broke it quite well, and the next bar kind of came back into it. That was the only pullback you could get because you had a lot of momentum. So if you pull your fibs from this swing high to this presumably swing low, you will find that there's a confluence between the 38.2 and the low, the bottom of the range. So that should be a very nice area to sell at. So if you are looking to sell back into this market, because this profit taking is really, it's gonna be temporary. You want to sell into that market at about, let's say, 29.50, and maybe have your first target back here, because this will still be support then, but now price will have picked up momentum, so it will be coming back for a new swing. And so this should be your first target, 1.2820, and the long-term target would still be 1.270. So here you'll be looking to get about, let's say 130 pips, and if you could hold it longer, you would look to get about 250 pips to the target of the range. So if you look at bar charts, you realize that we have a not so perfect 1, 2, 3 buy pattern here. This is bar number 1, bar number 2, bar number 3. This is a buy pattern, and usually when price comes back into these patterns, there's a bit of a climb in the direction of the pattern. If you look at the 4-hour, 4-hour has already broken the trend line. It has a nice trend line that it has been looking to respect for a while. And it's broken it quite well on this bar right here. And now price is retesting the trend line from the other side. So that's kind of a bullish move right there. On the 1 hour, 1 hour we have, you can see the trend line still, and also this support area, 1.2850. Support broken quite well with a 1, 2, 3 sell pattern, and then price found a bit of resistance when it retested it, and finally it has broken at a confluence area between the trend line and the 1 to 3 sell area, and also it has created a kind of a 1 to 3 buy pattern, bar number 1, bar number 2, bar number 3. Also, I think if we pulled fibs from this swing high to swing low, you will find that this is the 61.8 area exactly, and it's broken. So that means in the short term there is no more selling. So plus we are getting higher swing lows right now. So if you would like to buy into a retracement, it's really a sell on the long term, but if you want to buy, this would be a nice area to buy at. 28.50 something be a nice area to buy at. Maybe have a stop somewhere below this low, or maybe here. That could be maybe, let's see, from where price is right now, it would be about 40, maybe 50 pips, and then look to go for 100 pips all the way up to 29.50. I don't know if it's still 100 pips. Let's see, maybe 80 pips. 80 pips would be a quite nice target for you. That's 1 hour, 30 minutes. We have a similar thing in the 30 minutes. You also have a 1 to 3 buy pattern in the same area, and the same trend line has broken, the same support has broken, and again resistance has broken, and it becomes support on the other side. Same applies to the 15-minute chart. 15 minutes, you have something similar, and this was the trend line. That's the trend line. This was the support area, and you have a 1 to 3 buy pattern. So you're going to notice that whenever you have a 1 2 3 buy pattern in the same area, it's the same pattern on the 30 minutes, the same pattern on the 15 minutes, same pattern on the 1 hour. That's a very, very good sign. It's a very, very good sign that you're likely to have a buy for, at least in this case, you'd get quite a clinical entry if you jumped in right now. So in a nutshell, you can buy cautiously, knowing that people are looking to sell into any rally that could happen on Euro US right now, considering that the target of the range hasn't been hit. Otherwise, should we fail to break this 1.2820 support area, look to have a weekly candlestick that looks something like this right here. This would mean price would go up, all right, because right now it's profit taking. So price would go up, find resistance, and then come all the way back down. Not on 30.20. It could reach 30.20 actually, but 29.50 is a pretty good estimate. So then it would come back down and fail to break this again, giving us a candlestick that looks like this for this week. But should we break, we are going all the way down to 1.27, which incidentally is an obvious long-term support as well, somewhere here on the weekly. So on the weekly, you'd have, this was previously resistance, then it broke and gave us an obvious support, then came back. It hasn't really touched it yet. So if this is a confluence of such a long-term support and also the target of the range, that would be a very nice place to take your profits for this week. All right. So on behalf of the investor team, this is John again, signing off. I wish you a successful week in the Forex market. Cheers. Bye.